Okay, guys, so today we will have a chit chat with a very special, very inspiring guest. So, he is a graduate of SBM ITB or ITB Management Business School last year. And he also took a double degree to the Netherlands, guys. Are you curious, like, how come he got into ITB? And what are his tips and tricks? Are you curious, guys? So, this is Zaki Darmawan. How's your life?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for asking.
Okay, so can you introduce yourself? Like, how old are you and what are you busy doing right now?
Okay. Hello. My name is Zakia Darmawan, and thank you very much for inviting me on this interview. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm currently 22 years old, and I will be turning 23 years old this year. And what I've been doing recently is that I'm currently working at one of the leading investment management company in Indonesia.
Okay, Zaki, so you just graduated from ITB last year, which is the top three university in Indonesia. Like, why did you choose ITB? Like, does anyone inspire you or is it just your dream university?
Okay. That is a very nice question. So to answer your question, I think that ITB is one of the top universities in Indonesia. I believe that the environment in ITB compels me to strive for further excellence as I'm surrounded by the best minds in the country, so I have to push myself here. And I feel that by studying here, I could develop myself to the best version possible. And if we're talking about inspiration, I feel like my dad has always been an inspiration for me, a big inspiration in my life, especially when we're talking about deciding ITB as the place to further my education, because he also went to ITB and he always tells me his stories and share his experiences. And I feel like those stories and those experiences that he shares to me is invaluable in deciding ITB as as the university that I want to go.
And can you tell me how did you get into ITB? Like, is there a special way of studying, or what are the tips to get into ITB?
My tips is to stay informed about any opportunities and study to the best of your ability so that your chances of getting in increases.
And after entering ITB, do you think there are things that you find difficult? Is it the competition, or the lessons, or maybe the friendship?
Yep, that's a very nice question. So I'm going to answer it from the perspective of a SBM student or School of Business and Management student. So yeah, studying here has been an enriching and enlightening experience. In my opinion, major that I choose, which is management, has a lot of team assignment. So one of the things that I struggled initially is how to effectively work as a team, but it gets better. It gets better as you gain more experience. Other than that, I feel like if you study the syllabus, listen to the lectures diligently, and also collaborate with your friends, it will be a very manageable task to study here.
You also took a double degree to the Netherlands, right? Well, can you tell me like how did you initially think of wanting to double degree abroad and what was the experience?
Oh yes, certainly. So I chose to take the double degree program because I always wanted to experience learning abroad. And so choosing the double degree program comes naturally for me. As for why I choose Netherlands is because the partner university there in the Netherlands, which is the University of Groningen, is one of the top 100 business school in the world, and I'm very excited to learn in such a prestigious institution.
Okay, after you studying there, like what do you think is the difference between studying in Indonesia and in Netherlands? Is it more difficult or
Yeah. So I feel like the main difference, I'm not very sure if it's different in learning style in Indonesia or Indonesia compared to the Netherlands, or is it just more of a difference between Groningen and ITB, but I feel like the difference is more about the curriculum itself. In ITB, we are more accustomed to project-based learning, but here in Groningen, I feel like I focus more on research, reading, writing, academic papers with a hint or yeah, a hint of project-based learning mixed in it. But one thing I noticed, we noticed very, very clear is that thesis or in Indonesia we call it skripsi is not as half as dreaded here compared to the Indonesian university, and there's not a lot of pressure to complete it. So it is not the rite of passage that is symbolic as as compared to university in Indonesia.
So now, as an ITB alumni, do you have a difficulty of finding a job?
Alhamdulillah, fortunately, I was able to get a job even before my graduation. I cannot speak for all of ITB graduates' behalf, but having ITB listed in the education section on your CV definitely makes your life easier when searching for a job. But in this economy, you never know. Every graduate is struggling, whether it come from a top university or not, non-top universities.
Okay, so last question. Do you have any words for high school students who are still struggling to get a PTN?
Yeah, obviously, what I want to say to you guys is good luck on your journey. I wish you all the best. And just remember that every time that you feel like you want to stop studying, just imagine how cool it would be wearing the alma mater jacket of your dream university. That's all for me. Thank you very much for inviting me on this interview. Good luck and bye bye.